Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Monday Nights with Massettis and Friends. We are excited to be here tonight. A lot to talk about, a lot of exciting stuff going on. I think everyone knows my lovely partner here, Kristi. Glad to have her here. She's got some exciting stuff to talk about. We have Mr. John Bower, Code 3, with us, and of course, we've got James and Kev and Uncle Steve. Welcome, everybody. Thanks for being here. It's good to see you all.
Hello,
How's everybody doing?
Doing well.
Great.
Not too shabby.
Good. We survived
How about
another
you?
Monday, so that's good. We're good. Thank you. Thank you. So thank you to everyone at home tuning in. Big night tonight. We are excited about what Kristi's here to share with us. We've got Trev joining us now. Thanks, Trev. Good to see you.
Hi, Trev.
We also brought John Bower on. If anybody tuned in an hour ago, Steve's having some
I'm getting there.
issues there. It looks like
Sorry, guys.
that's a good shot of your laugh there, Steve.
I'm fixing it.
Crotch
Yeah.
shot.
Anyways, we'll focus on some good things. So if anyone was tuned in a couple hours ago to the Let's Grow Pulling podcast with our man Jason Schultz and Brent Yarn, they went over the top 20 vote getters for the Pullers Championship in May in Nashville, Illinois. And we had John Bower come on. I just texted him a little bit ago to see if he could join us. If you're friends with John on social media or you follow anything he does, he has been really pushing for the West Coast contingency of pullers, and I would say it paid off. John, are you happy with the results you saw earlier?
Yeah, I out of 20 in the 4-wheel drive class, we got 10 in there, and then in the light modifieds with the whip and the Californian and Max Cackle, we got 4 in that one, and then we got 2 mini mods in minis, and then Dana Zeiksma from up there in Washington with a 2-wheel drive. So I'd say we got a pretty good push through this year.
No kidding.
Definitely. And I got to throw this up here. Justin
Jesus
is on.
Christ, Justin.
Justin's on one
These
tonight.
guys claim to get rear-ended by the sleds, but
There's no claiming here. I mean, Justin was out of control.
He was.
Yeah. I think, John, you were with the blue sled, right?
I was with the blue sled on that one.
Oh, so Brian was after you.
Yeah, Brian was after me on that one.
All right. Sorry, Justin. I didn't mean to, blame you for rear-ending John as well.
Yeah, well, anyways, it's great to have everyone with us, but back to this list of pro-modified trucks, and I don't want to take away from any of the other 19 fellas that made it, but I'll be darned if it's not our very own Uncle Steve.
Yeah.
Uncle Steve gets voted in.
Getting
Solid.
voted in.
Drives the truck
The guy-
one time.
The guy has driven the truck one time in like the past 20 years?
Probably
15?
10, but probably 10 years. But
10 years.
anyway.
Yeah,
Okay.
but a lot more
Yeah.
before,
Yeah.
There's some history
Look,
here.
when I saw this, I was like, dude, I got 20th place. That's pretty rad. And then I realized could have been better than that because these are alphabetical order.
That makes sense.
You're probably solidly in the top 2 or 3, Steve.
Yeah, it seems
I
like
would say so.
Yeah.
it's probably because of
anyways,
the popularity
that-
of this podcast.
We should name it
Definitely.
A Yellow Fever.
Yeah.
No, I think what did it was that billboard that he put down in L.A.
Hey, we were going to talk about that, John.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I bet that
The
did do it.
billboard right on the freeway.
Yeah, just random people.
But definitely congratulations to our good friend. All of these guys are friends of ours. In fact, I think, well, the only one we haven't gotten on the show yet is Dave Vienendahl, but we're going to. but Chris and Bob and John, Jason, Nathan, Donnie, Garrett, and
Hell, you got 7 Reeves on there.
they've got a group of them.
They might sweep
then, of
the whole
course,
top 7.
They could. No. But anyways, thank you to everyone who has voted, and to John for really pushing all of the West Coast equipment.
Ryan, I think right now would be a good time to drink a toast for our first drink to John and all his hard work.
Before we do that, Robbie just commented, and Robbie's got 2 different classes there with his twin engine and a mini that he's got in the hunt to get in. So hope that works. So many of you know that Uncle Steve is a whiskey connoisseur. Uncle Kevin
too much.
connoisseur a lot of different beverages. Several weeks ago, we had a punishment wheel mishap where Trevor landed on the take 4 shots in the next episode. And we all had a deal prior to any of this that if Trevor ever landed on like take a shot or take a hot sauce, Uncle Steve is going to take the hit for him.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Take a shot. The rest of us would take the shot.
Mm-hmm.
Then the guy pulls out the take 4 shots next episode. So I think that was like 2 or 3 weeks ago anyway. So we've decided tonight is the night we are going to take Trevor's 4 shots for him. So Trevor, thank you. I've chosen my poison to be Fireball. I don't know what you all are choosing. Kevin's already having a bad idea here.
I'm going with Buffalo Trace bourbon.
Okay. Jay, what was yours?
Crown.
Nice.
Crown. And Uncle Kev?
I had the same, this honey, Jack Daniels honey one.
I thought for sure you would go for the Don Julio.
You mean a bad call.
So this is our first round.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's not our second.
Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
Oh,
Smooth.
love it.
Good boy.
All right, Trev, you're 1/4 of the way there.
Yep.
Mhm.
Thanks, boys.
Yes, we are. Very good.
Good job, Trevor.
Thanks.
The only other picture that I stole, the slide, was the modified tractors, because our very own Kevin and Trevor with the whip.
Yeah, what's the deal with that?
Top 20.
How'd
How
they
did
come up
James
with
and I
these?
get left completely out of it?
James, look, we
It's
just have
funny
to
that
accept the way things are. Rules are
The
rules.
trucks were obviously Saturday night of GSI, but then Trevor's name is on here. You didn't even drive the tractor. So
I don't know, buddy. You got the bum end of that stick.
Yeah, well, the
Yeah.
tractors were not, because you drove Saturday night, right?
I drove Friday, but still.
No. I mean,
but I
did Kevin drive tractor both nights?
No, James drove.
I drove it Friday. Kevin drove it Saturday.
Yeah, we don't. I think they just don't.
Anyways, James,
Seems personal.
we will clear this up.
Yeah,
You and I can take
we'll get
care
it
of this.
sorted.
I don't know. It's
I'm
in
pretty
writing.
sure it's cleared
I
up.
think that's
Yeah,
right.
it's pretty solid. That's 2 nights for Steve, 1 night for Kevin and Trevor. So
Well, only 2 terminus sets formula. Actually, Roger, that's not true. Our Terminator sleds, which we've had that name for 25 years, came from Pennsylvania, from Richard Love. The other Terminator sled was from Wisconsin. But anyways, ours were decision makers before we got them. And hello, Mr. Reeve. I hope you're joining in on our
Boys.
alcohol consumption tonight.
it's nice.
So, anyways, so that it's pretty exciting for all these California guys. We also have Robbie Fagundes with the Californian, that badass twin engine that he unveiled at the Golden State Invitational. Steve Milanesio with that pretty sweet Italian stallion. Max Cackle Jr. with Blaine and Donnie Fagundes. The other thing I thought was kind of cool is you got the Texas Bullwhip, then the whip, and then the Twisted Whip with Donald Nelson in the Texas Bullwhip and the Twisted Whip. Of course, the whip used to be a Bullwhip. That's who we bought the chassis from, is Donald Nelson. So that'd be kind of fun to go back there and just mix it up with these guys. Ramblin' Rose, Tom Owens, he was here at GSI 2 years ago. He must have he's planning on only running 2 engines, it looks like, taking one off. So definitely.
I like that the whip tractors were grouped together even and at the bottom, which by the way for W makes sense, but they all started with different words.
They
Right.
all
And
start
And they
with
still
the
got
T, though.
together. It's
Yeah,
pretty
that's-
cool.
exactly, but they still got together. It's
Yeah,
like
all different T words.
serendipity.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Well, they
Totally.
all originated from the same place. So
Yeah.
Real quick, before we move on, I want to bring up back the list of trucks.
Mhm.
John, we can only vote for 7 trucks. Which 7 trucks should we vote for here?
Oh, John, you're on the spot,
Damn.
buddy.
Oh, boy.
Ouch.
Pick them
Wow.
now, quick.
Ouch.
Top 7.
Use the spinning
seven.
wheel.
Smart.
Good answer.
Pick out the 10 West Coast and just start spinning the wheel.
Fair enough.
And you can rotate through them for the
Yeah.
the voting period.
Yep.
you sound like a little bit like a politician, John.
Oh, don't start that up.
But definitely, John, I want to thank you. And I mean, everybody's been pushing their own stuff and voting, but John has been making the cool videos with all the West Coast vehicles in them and sharing that. So thank you for doing that. And good luck to everybody. I mean, hey, it is
Yeah,
tough because all 10 of those are great people.
A little explanation on that too is, I did get some context. Well, why didn't you put this on there? I had a lot of people contact me and says, "Hey, I'd be willing to go." So that's when I started making the list, and whoever said they're willing to go, man, we started just pushing and pushing and pushing. And if I saw that you were doing your own too, then I just started adding everybody in and just get as many as we could to go, and it prevailed.
Nice. It's a good way to
Keep
do
it
it.
up. Keep it up, because some of us have already blocked out that weekend on our calendars. So
Yeah, I already packed.
namely me, Kevin, and Trevor. But
Yeah.
Yeah. I think
Yeah, we're
Kevin
gonna
already has his
busy.
bag packed.
Yeah.
Steve,
Yeah.
I'd be careful though, because I don't know if they're going to be as forgiving for hitting their sleds.
oh,
over
that's
there.
cool. Look, is Justin driving the sled?
Maybe not.
Wow. Okay.
Boy.
So, anyways, congratulations to everyone that's made it into the top 20. I guess we just vote now and see. I think that goes for 2 weeks, right? Till the
Yeah.
8th of February.
The 8th of February.
And 8th February, thepullerchampionship.com is where you go. You can vote for every class, or you can just scroll through to the classes where you know people and vote for who you want to vote for there. I think you can vote once a day. Anyways, it is a great event. The boys and I went out when John and Chris and Donnie and Bob went several years ago, and just a fantastic event. I mean, the facility is top shelf. The people there are great. It just was really a cool experience to go watch. So good luck to everybody in the running, and hopefully everything goes smooth with that. So,
And another thing I'd like to say too is, for everybody on the list, message me a messenger, videos, some extra pictures and stuff like that, so that starting tomorrow I can start making up some more videos and getting the pictures out there and getting the promotion going, because I'm going to plan on doing like I did before, every day getting another video out, getting something going on TikTok and on Facebook. And then when you see them, share them like crazy. Get it out there.
definitely, whatever we can do to put a good spotlight on what we have out here in the West Coast, it definitely makes people realize that, there is some great equipment out here. So, anyways.
Nice.
I mean,
Just the new people.
I don't know what
just
the people want.
spoken.
Yes.
Yeah,
The people have spoken.
have
We're here
spoken.
for the people.
Yeah.
Anyways, moving on. John, do you want to hang out for a while, or
I'll hang out. I'll hang out.
okay? So the big topic for
Talk
tonight.
about where Trevor's at.
Oh, Trev,
Trevor's got
the
to change
background,
the
I guess,
scenery.
looks a little different than where you've been.
Mhm.
You have anything you want to share?
Yeah, I moved, which is exciting. Moved into a rental house which is actually belongs to the Mulrooney family. So worked out pretty good, and definitely was cool to live with John and Jonna for a while, and made it so that I could get up here so quick and start working as quick as I did. And
But they evicted you, is what you're saying?
yeah, they
That's what
kicked
I'm
me out.
hearing.
They
Yeah.
put all my
He
shit
is
outside
out.
and said, "Get out."
Yeah, that's,
Okay.
sometimes that's the way it goes, Trev.
I guess so. Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
So I guess we'll push a little further on Trev here. So you must be doing okay at your job. You feel like you're not going to get fired in the next. Did you sign a lease with Mulrooney's, or how'd that go?
Putting down roots.
yeah. Well, I mean, every day's different. I could get fired tomorrow. We don't know, but we'll see.
Yeah,
Hopefully not.
I think
Certainly possible.
but your dad's looking at it like, hey man, you just signed up for what is presumably a 1-year commitment.
Right.
You better not mess this up.
Yeah. No, I think
I think
that's
Lexi's in the background going, he's not coming home. He can't.
Lexi's already got plans.
She's
in
like,
my
I already
room.
put his shit out on the lawn.
Yes.
Yeah.
Literally.
Exactly.
Well,
She was trying
So-
to get me out of my room before I even had this house locked in and figured out. So
She knew you weren't coming back.
She,
And if you
she
were,
definitely had
you'll
eyes
figure
on-
it out.
She definitely had eyes on your room for a while.
She's already got the furniture mapped out. Half of it's ordered. We're just waiting for you to get the last of your shit out, and then we can move right in. Anyways, so
Hey,
Good.
just to keep the pacing up, Brian, at some point you might want us to all drink a toast to Trevor's new house.
That's
I
actually
was
a great
just going
idea.
to suggest maybe we should toast Trevor's new digs. So I guess we'll do that.
Okay.
Oh, goodness.
I'm just trying to make it so we don't all have to take a shot, like 3 shots right at the end, you know.
Okay, well, Trevor, cheers to your new place.
thanks.
Salud.
Well, I'm not really sure who the hell Juan is, but
I don't think
Well,
Juan's
that's
ever
if he
seen
has
this show
one.
before.
tractors and sleds. So
Yeah, we talk
When
about
we
race
talk
cars
about
about hour 3.
But
yeah,
we're pretty funny compared to race cars.
and I don't know who this is.
She's obviously correct.
Yeah.
God,
Yes,
damn, I
this-
don't know,
we are
AI's
reaching
taking
new
over
audiences
or
tonight.
what?
What the hell's going on?
The
It's a good
viewership
night.
has expanded.
It's gonna be a good night.
It's exciting.
Definitely. All right, so Trev's in his new place. We hope he doesn't get fired tomorrow or next week or anything like that. I think you're doing. I've heard reports that you're doing acceptable work, and they're going to keep you around for a little while. So
Good.
keep up the good work. So we made a post today about the latest and greatest that Kristi has come up with. We've had online registration for 5 or 6 years now, and it's working great. People are using it. We were definitely the first ones to do that. Kristi's been working on an app for years, and she's been putting a lot of time and effort into it. It kind of all came about, came together for you in the last few weeks. So we're 100% out of my league now, but I will introduce to
We
you.
can tell.
Hey,
Kick
Brian,
it over to her.
Kristi was out of your league since the day you met her.
You're right, Steve. You're 100% right. There's reachers and there's settlers. I'm glad she said it. So, anyways, without further ado, we are very excited to bring to you the Pull Tracker app. And now I'm just going to sit back and let Kristi do it all.
All right, so I shared my screen here, and this is just a quick look at a desktop version. I'm going to switch over to a cell phone version because that's what most people will use. It's a little skewed, a little funny on the computer cell phone version versus the actual cell phone, but you'll get the idea. But the pull tracker, the idea behind it is how it started is we always want to try to find a way to better things, right? We're trying to better things for the pullers. We're bettering things for the spectators. We're trying to make changes and better things for registration, the families, the overall running of the show in any way that we can. We try to just make things the best that we can make them personally. It makes us proud to do that and kind of showcase MLM Motorsports and what we are trying to bring to California and the West Coast. So the idea behind the app is for one, to be able to see all the upcoming events in a location, also to be able to register for events very, very easily. And so in order to do that, when you register, when you start the app, this is, it's not an app you'll find on the App Store or anything like that. Once we launch it, we'll give you the location and then you can download it straight to your phone, and you can pull it up on any computer as well. The way that the app works is you have a user profile. And the cool thing about it is you get to save anything that you want to your user profile as far as data for the event. So I've created a data logger, and I'll get to that and show you a little piece of it in a second. But I've created a data logger that that the puller can then put any data to do with their vehicle. Like everybody keeps a notebook in their vehicle of what happened at the event, what the tire pressures were, all of that stuff. This gives you.
Kevin doesn't do that. Sorry.
It's all right there.
He memorizes it all, that, and maybe everybody does. I don't know, but this gives you a way that you don't have to memorize it. It could be a tool. We were trying to think of something that would make the app be worth it for people to take the time to set it up and use it to make it an effective tool. So part of that is the data logger, and we are gonna, as this progresses, we're going to kind of figure out a paid version and a free version because it does cost a lot to run this app. So we'll keep a minimal amount for the paid version, but the paid version would have a couple different
Like features.
things that the others wouldn't, some benefits to it. So one of them is the pull tracker, the data tracker that you could keep the log per event. So I'm going to switch over and show you what it looks like on a phone. You have a kind of a welcome screen, and it tells you what events. I've only put a minimal amount of data in right now, so mine doesn't look great right here, but we've participated in one event for the year. My best distance overall was 300 feet, and I got one first place win. And then if you're a series member, once you join the series, if anybody's joining the series as we move forward this year, you'll have which vehicles are in the series listed for you. Your recent pull, I kind of showed this because I played with this data, but your recent pull and what your stats were. And then during the event, we'll have a leaderboard running, and the leaderboard will tell you everybody that is registered for the event in the order that the event will go in, which sled they're on, and as it progresses, what their distance in miles per hour is. So it'll show up right there on the screen of your phone as we put in the data. And then it'll tell you your top performance for the year and that kind of information, and then the upcoming events. So that's a quick shot of your dashboard. And then when you, each of you have a user profile, and under your user profile, you'll be setting up your name and information, and then you'll set up your vehicles. And this looks a little bit skewed on this version. See how long my information is. It doesn't normally look like that on the actual phone. But these are our vehicles. So we've got Yellow Fever, all smoked out, and the whip. So if you have multiple vehicles, you can have them all listed. Then you can also join your team together. So everyone can have their own user profile, but your team is joined together. And I'll show you a little more about that in a second. You can list your sponsors for your team. And then you can list your drivers in your team. And Kevin and Steve, you're not on there because you're not users yet. Oh yeah,
Damn,
Kevin is on there. Never mind.
that hurts a little bit.
Oh,
Sorry, haven't
Steve.
put you on there,
Just
Steve,
Steve.
but I will.
Steve, you'll be notified in Nashville. Don't worry.
Yeah.
And then you can choose your team members per vehicle. So here I have the whip and I have a few members of our team, and the members have to already have a user ID. So that's why, Kevin, you're not on there yet. And then in order to join a team, you have to request to join the team. And then the team, one of the owners can agree to let you join. And then from then on, everything is connected and you can see all of it. And then the vehicle data logs, I'll show you a quick example of what it looks like. Your data that you'll enter, we can add as much data as you want, whatever is useful. I put a few things in as just ideas, but you can add in the event. They'll all be in a drop-down menu for the year. Which vehicle you want to log. So right now I'm going to log for the whip. Which sled were you on? Because that's important information to remember. Tire pressures, front and rear. And then we'll add whatever everybody wants on here, but fill size, air pressure, temperature, distance, speed, place, and those will come in automatically. And any notes that you want to keep for your memory of that event, and it'll keep in your history, not anybody else. And you'll have a list of those on your profile.
No one else can see.
No one else can see that information, just your team. So.
And you
That's
said
cool.
that the distance and the miles per hour will automatically be loaded into the app?
Yeah, I mean, I have to load them as the show goes, but it'll load in all the places that it needs to for the dashboard, the leaderboard, and your history. So everything will be in
Oh,
all the
wow.
places.
Like while the poll's going, you won't have to wait for everybody to be done, right? Like as
Yeah.
Well,
as soon as all
so I'll show you
stuff's
that.
done.
Yeah, so what I've got set up right now is a notification system. And I think that's going to end up being on the paid version, but you'll get push notifications. And what's cool is you can actually choose which class you want to see, because I didn't want every single class to alert you, because it'll be a text message for iPhones. I didn't want every single class that's funny to be noted. I don't want to see every single class all through the night, so I'm only going to choose the classes that are important to me. So I'm going to choose my pro modified, limited pros, and modified tractors, because those are the only ones that really matter to me to see as push notifications. If you want to see them all, you can choose everything. So as it proceeds, if I have a class that has no notification or requests, I'm not going to do the request. I'm not going to hand put them in all night. But all the main ones that people do want to track and see the notifications, I will be push notifying after each truck goes with the distance in miles per hour.
That's
That's
awesome.
pretty great.
So
Yeah, this
can
is pretty cool.
can I interject here and just kind of give like a big picture how the app's going to work, and then you can kind of add on. So basically, before the events start, you have a list of all the upcoming events, and when registration opens, you can go click in. You already have all of your vehicle information, everything that's going to the announcer saved in your profile. So all you do is click, I'm going to be there in Chowchilla, and then you're already registered. You fill out, you check the box basically, and you're done. All your information's in there. Then
You
when
want me to show you the example of that really quick?
Yeah,
before
please
you
do.
move on?
Yeah.
Okay, so
And-
here's
and
the event
the other-
page.
The other cool
Oh.
thing about this just is that like for us, we have 3 vehicles, right? And this doesn't apply to everybody, obviously, but like you don't have to go do each vehicle individually, right? They're all right there.
No.
It's all filled out. You just hit the button and you're done.
Yeah. And if for some reason you think you're only taking 2, like, let's say the Reeve team, they've got 4 trucks. Sometimes they can't all make it.
Right.
So let's say they go in and they register for 2 of them, and then the week, if the week moves on and they realize, okay, I can make it, the other 2 can make it, they can go in later and add the other 2. They'll be, still waiting to register. So under the event page, I'll have this updated with all the events for the year. I've only got 3 in there currently, but it'll tell you at the top, it's a little busy right here, but they'll tell you at the top that the scales are open from 1 to 4. I'm already registered for the event, but I'll show you what happens when I do register, and that it is actually open for registration. The difference is, if I look down here, this one is opening soon. So when I click to register here, it's going to give me an alert saying that pre-registration won't be open until another date. So usually I open registration the week before the event. And I don't do it earlier because people might register thinking they can go, and then they might be broken by that time and not be able to actually attend. So we kind of wait till the week before to make sure that who registers is truly actually attending the event. So it'll show your upcoming events. And I should have left some. When you register, you basically click register. I registered all of ours, so that's not helpful, but let me cancel registration. All these. Okay, so when you're in when you're in the event, you click register for event. It's going to bring up which vehicles are in your group, in your team, and any of your team members can do this. And I'm going to click on the whip, and then it's going to ask me which driver, because we've pre-set up all of our drivers. So now I'm going to choose that Kevin's going to drive the whip for this one, and all smoked out. I'm going to pick James for that one. Sorry, Trevor. And yellow fever,
Obviously
Trevor's going to
Steve.
drive. I'm going to switch it up. And so you can pick whichever drivers you want, and then that helps us to make sure that the driver's right on the paperwork as we move ahead for the event. And then the last thing is agree to the waiver, which we have you guys sign also when you get there, but we need an agreement saying that you're participating, and then that's it. And then you're registered. So then you can also look really quickly at my registrations, and it'll tell you which registrations you are set up for. And if you see I have 3 here, that's because I have 3 vehicles in that event. So that's kind of the oversight. You want to, are there more questions, Jay, that you have?
Well, I kind of just want to run through, and like that was perfect. Just kind of show everybody how it works and how they're going to actually use it. And then the other great thing about this too is there's so much we can add on as time goes on and as people give feedback. So if anybody has any suggestions for other features they want to see or how this is going to be useful for them, then put them in the comments or text us later or whatever. And Mom has already done a great job, but I'm sure there's little things that we haven't thought of yet that are going to be super helpful here. Like, for example, one thing that we could add later on is you click into this event and you could see what other vehicles are in your class. It's something we've talked about.
That's actually on your dashboard already. So that's in there.
It's already in there. So if I register for Chowchilla, then I can look and I see that Garrett Reeve is also registered, and then I cancel my registration or whatever I want to do based on that information. And then obviously, so you can register through the app. It's very easy to use. You already have all your data saved in there. And then during the event, you can go through and input, like Mom was saying before, all of your data that you log. So we can add different fields. You could put in your tire pressure there. The great thing about that is everyone has some sort of logbook system or some tool that they use. But this ties it directly to your placement, and then you know for sure that it's right. And again, later on, we could add features where you can look at correlations between your tire pressure and how you place, or how good the track is and how you place, things like that. And it automatically has your placement. You don't have to write down every vehicle in the leaderboard. You'll know, okay, I went 300 feet and first place went 314 feet and there were 4 trucks between us. all of that will already be saved. It's way easier than trying to keep track of it all yourself. So
Yeah,
yeah,
and I
it's,
also added a way that you can take all that data out if you choose to in a CSV file, if you know it, if people know what that is, otherwise a PDF version. So they can actually go home and print it and put it in their folder.
yeah, that's awesome.
That's cool.
So you go through the event, you add all of your information during the event. While the event is happening, you're going to get live results to your phone. So no more waiting for the end of the class I mean, sometimes you'll have to wait a little bit, but generally you won't have to wait and keep refreshing Facebook. You'll get a text message when it's ready.
And it'll also be on the
Afterwards,
leaderboard.
yes. Afterwards, you can go back and look at what happened, go through all the classes. It'll be easier to navigate. You don't have to scroll back. Like if you're looking at how I placed last year in Stockton, you don't have to scroll back through MLM's Facebook page for a year. You can just go through to click on the event. So the idea is
Yeah,
everything's
and
in one
actually,
place.
one thing I didn't show is I have a performance page, and it actually will give you at this event this year, it'll give you last year's event the same. So I can set up however I want for the view to see your performance. It can be your overall for the year. It can look at 2 or 3 years back, however we want to show it. As the data gets built in, then we can do more with the data and figure out what we want to see.
And that's another thing too. If, it's better for us and for you as the user to add all the data you can, because then it gives us more to show to the pullers. And then also, obviously, if you put in more data, you're going to have more to reference in the future as we go through events. So it's that is a great point, Chris. Very good point.
Very true.
Exciting stuff, though.
Mm-hmm.
Go to Kimmy's here. Kimmy said about point accumulation that actually is in there. I just didn't show it here, but there's a performance page. So that is actually a part of this too.
And that'll probably be something we incorporate too for the people who are in the point series. You could have a live points leaderboard.
Yeah, and I can actually have it drop off the lowest scores, whatever we want to do there.
Everything could be automated, so it'll be much easier all around.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so there'll be a little learning curve, but what we ask for every year with the normal registration is that you put in the detail and the data once per year. It won't be that anymore. Once you have it in the app, it's forever in the app, so there won't be that. The only thing you'll have to do is just double check everything and modify if anything has changed. Then obviously you want to update that because we won't know that information changed, change your sponsors, change anything like that. So it's kind of up to you to keep that active. No, it's a good question.
Kimmy did have another good one for the logbook. She said you should put the altitude or the DA.
Yeah, and the good thing about the logbook is I can add whatever. I just threw in some things that we could think of, but we could definitely add anything you guys think of that you want to throw in. You just tell me and I'll put it in there.
So James mentioned it earlier, but please either put it in the comments now or message any of us or text us, and we'll get that to Kristi and she'll just whip it right up like that.
Well, and what I'd like to do is ask for some people that wouldn't mind to try, and I'll give you the link and have you put in some data and try it and play with it before I open it up to everyone else. I'd like to have a few people put some stuff in so I can kind of play with the data that goes in and all the users and stuff and teams and get a feel for how it's all going to work.
You need beta testers.
This is beta. Yeah.
Is there a spot or a kind of like a page to take notes or like track condition, temperature, that type of stuff? Is that in there?
Yeah. So right now,
Nice.
I'll tell you what I got in there now.
Yes, and the sled operator, not the sled.
That's an important part.
So right now it tells you the event. Which
track
sled
quality
you want
notes.
to choose which sled.
Yeah.
We could add the driver if you want. I put tire pressure for the fronts and the rears. pill size, air pressure,
Oh,
track
that's all right there.
quality,
Track quality notes. Yep. And
Perfect.
temperature.
temperature. I have a couple note things. I'll take a couple out here, but and then the temperature, meaning like the air temperature, distance and miles per hour go in automatically, and place goes in automatically. You won't enter that. And then notes, and then I have an additional notes that's bigger. So I'll probably take one of those notes out.
Hey, Steve, don't you think there ought to be a box there to check if Justin hit us with the sled again?
Yeah, I mean, like, it's only fair.
No, you write
Also,
that
I
in
fe-
notes. You
That's
write
in
that
your
in your own
notes,
notes.
Steve.
I
That's
feel
your
like in
personal
this,
notes.
that's
Yeah.
fine, but I also feel like in the season points total, like you should get a little bonus for that.
You think so?
Give you a little bump in the points, right?
Yeah. Oh, hey.
That was a good one. Maybe you guys should take a shot.
Yeah.
I was gonna wait till we got to the end of this and take a shot to toast Kristi for the
I was
excellent
thinking
work
the
she's
same
done.
thing, Steve. Yeah.
I mean, but I didn't want to cut anything off. But I mean, I'll do it whenever you want, Trevor. You're the boss.
Hey, I'm just watching.
So I did a little bit of research to see, James and I were talking the other day about, well, I said, I could probably sell this app to other pulling entities for sure. And he goes, they probably already have their app. So I looked it up. Nobody has anything like this. So it's
Well,
kind
no,
of
I
cool
don't
that
think.
we're doing it.
Yeah, no, nobody
No.
has an app like this whatsoever.
Donnie, I'll help you, I promise. Well, actually, once Gary gets it all in there, you won't
I
have to
was
do
just
a
gonna
thing.
say,
Yeah,
Don
Garrett
doesn't
will
have to
have
do
it
anything.
all
He's got
figured out.
kids and grandkids
No.
who could do this.
And you'll just get to see it on your phone. It'll be great.
All you
Have to worry about it.
You just have to ask to join Garrett's team.
No, Garrett can ask, can add them.
Garrett can make you join. You're set, Donnie. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, don't worry about anything, Donnie.
Yeah. So anyways, I thought it was interesting that like even NTPA, the only thing they have is an app that tells you all the events for the year and joins the
Yeah.
membership.
Nobody has anything like this.
You have
No.
like a trademark or something on this? I think we should get that.
We're working on that. We're going to get our Uncle Steve attorney to take care of that for us.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm a recovering attorney, bro.
Oh, well, you got to have friends in the industry.
I know people.
But
Well, as much time as it takes to build something like this, I don't think anybody's gonna do it just like this. So
But still,
I had a
trademark it, and then you
conversation
could
with-
sell this rascal.
mhm.
Yeah, but I had a conversation with Kurt Van Beek, who owns the Outlaws, a couple years ago, and talking about how we do things and what they do. And I said, well, we've been doing online registration for a couple of years, and my wife is developing an app, working on it, when she has time. And he says, oh man, I'm so far into spending on our app, it's not even crazy. And he says, but if you're doing online registration, you're already ahead of the NTPA and the PPL because they aren't doing any of that. So I think it is pretty awesome. Well, we know you're awesome. Everybody that is commenting or that has ever been to one of our pools knows how badass you are, but this is just the next level. We're always looking at what we can do to take our events and also pulling to the next level. I mean, 10 years ago, we kind of stuck our neck out and bought the blue sled, and that elevated things. And then we got another one, and it just, everything we're trying to do is just elevate pulling and grow the sport and promote it. So it's the next step.
And then do you think that if we put some kind of little charge on it for the ability to do the log and get the direct messages, that's an issue? Because I mean, somehow we've got to cover the cost of running this thing for the year. So that's what I was thinking, is that we put a little cost on it.
Yeah.
I mean, it makes sense. This just like, obviously there's a lot of freemium apps out there where, it's a free side and a paid side.
Yeah.
And you just have to have enough benefit for the paid side that people see the value in it. And it clearly looks like you have that. But, I mean, I also don't know what you're thinking of charging, but it's, it's a thing that makes sense to do and that, people are willing to pay for something that's useful, which
And
is
really,
looks like it will be.
Yeah, this really doesn't, for Mom U, as far as the registrations for the events, this doesn't do a whole lot making your job easier, but it makes everybody else's job a lot easier in terms of them entering their information And then they also get more out of it with the data log for one thing, but more importantly, the live updates and things like that, where they can go back and view different metrics from the events. I think there's a lot of value here that you can't get any other way.
For sure.
Yeah. And it would seem
Well
like the
said,
more
Jim.
people that use it, the lower your cost could get or whatever, if you spread it out over more users, or I don't know if that adds to
Yeah.
the cost, having more users, but
No, it doesn't. No, it's just a amount annually. So
yeah.
no, the more users, the better.
Well, great job,
Yeah.
Kristi. It's really
Yeah, this is pretty
impressive.
impressive.
Mm-hmm.
I'm assuming Trevor and James will take care of this for us, the input type stuff.
Well, so far the response has been overwhelming that we should charge for this, and Tommy even thinks we should charge double. Thanks, Tommy.
Tommy,
So it looks like Steve has a shot queued up.
Well, I mean, I gotta,
Oh.
Where are we here? There we are.
well, I also think I'll add the series sponsors to this at the bottom. Like they'll be on every page or do something like that. It'll help with that as well.
So that's another alternative, is to just get it sponsored by one sponsor. Say you're the app sponsor, and only that
That's
logo
true.
would show
That
up on it.
person would
There's
be
multiple
extra.
ways to monetize this, but
True.
but again, you're offering premium data and premium utility, so it makes sense to have a charge for it.
Yeah, and I'm not thinking very much, but I would do like an annual charge so that it's not a monthly thing. It's just a one time and it's over and done with.
Yeah.
So
Absolutely.
Now, Kristi, is there a spot in there? Maybe you covered it, maybe I missed it, but is there a spot in there that for the participants in the series that it just keeps a rolling tab on the points?
Mm-hmm.
yeah, we will do that. I have it set up to kind of where I can put in who's in the series, but I haven't built the page yet for that because we need to figure out how many we're going to let them drop for the year and how many total events are series events. That's where it gets real complicated. We are going to do that in this, but we got to figure out which events are part of the series and which are not, and which classes are part of each event, which gets really complicated. So we're kind of working through that right now.
Yeah.
Appreciate everyone that filled out that survey on our point series. And the one question about how many events are you comfortable with? And I think it was 10 or less, 11 to 15, 16 to 20, or the more the merrier, something like that. Of the responses, it was pretty evenly spread across all four choices.
Yeah.
So
that's super helpful.
Yeah, and I knew that, that's one problem with doing that, but it did give us we still wanted everybody's opinion, and we are going to work on that. We're going to try to bring the number of actual points events per class down, but I do not want to hurt our events by saying, well, this class isn't running for points here, so nobody shows up. So we're gonna have to figure that part out, where it may not be a points event, but there's still a purse paid for that class, and we'd love to see everybody there. I get it. Guys are telling me they don't want to go to that many pools, but we're gonna figure that out. And that's a good segue into next week's topic. Will hopefully be our schedule, and we will talk about that and have all of our dates lined up. We're still just confirming a few with fairs. Last week was Western Fairs Convention. Most fair managers and their teams were there. So we're hoping to get everything dialed in this week and put it all out next week. So anyways, Kristi, this is awesome.
Great job, Chris.
Yeah, that's pretty neat.
As always.
Are we drinking to Kristi now?
Hell yeah.
All right.
Hang on, let me remove this.
Right.
There we go.
Oh, okay. Good.
Cheers, Kristi.
Inside,
Great
cheers.
job.
Way to go.
Trev, you doing okay with all this shot taking?
I don't know if I'm gonna make it, but
You should have had to chug a glass of water every time we did that.
All right.
The next
that
one,
may be another modification in the future. Yeah.
Yeah. So there will be more coming on this. I think once we get it really up and running, are we going to have another night of tutorial or?
Yeah, once I want to get some testers in first. So I'll contact a few people to see if they'll throw some data in and test and see how it goes for them on different phones, because I definitely need Android phones. We've got all iPhones, so we need a little bit of testing on some other devices too, and just get some data put in and users put in and vehicles put in so I can kind of maneuver things and play with them. So, and then when we're ready in a few weeks, then we'll do a sandbox test where everybody goes in and actually puts their profile in and all their vehicles and everything and gets it going. So, yeah.
Fantastic. Thank you for doing this. For real. Thank you.
Very cool.
Mm-hmm.
So now I think we are on one of our new favorite segments. James, you want to cue him up?
Sure thing.
It's time for a whiskey minute.
Well done, Jay. Okay, so I've got some notes I'm going to go through tonight. I'm trying to be a little more prepared for my segment, so I won't be reading them, but I'll be using some notes tonight. But tonight we're going with Colonel E.H. Taylor, small batch. I believe it's a favorite of our good buddy John Spielman. Colonel E.H. I'm going to talk probably more about Colonel E.H. Taylor than about what's in this bottle. He was a real guy, and his name obviously sounds like a dude who's just out there yelling at clouds, but somehow still ends up being right. So Colonel Taylor is one of the most important people of history, and in whiskey history. But I actually think what I said was also true. One of the most important people in history. He's 100% the kind of guy that would go like, "That's not whiskey," and then he'd make Congress fix it. So one of the things you'll see on some bottles, and you can certainly see it on this one, it says "bottled in bond," right? And that actually means something. Now it's on a whole bunch of bottles. Technically, what it means is one distillery made in one season, aged at least 4 years, bottled at 100 proof. That's wonderful, but like, how did we get there? So back in the 1800s, whiskey was basically like just vibes. There were no rules, no standards. It was just dudes who were like, "Trust me, it's fine." Colonel Taylor looked at that and he was like, "No way, we're doing some paperwork." So he didn't invent a recipe for bourbon. He invented regulations for bourbon. This bourbon is probably better documented than most of the contractors that we run across. This is one of the Bottled in Bond Act was one of the very first consumer protection laws in America. Not for food, not for medicine, for whiskey. It was like the government was like, "Hey, maybe don't lie to people about what they're drinking." So E.H. Taylor is made by Buffalo Trace Distillery, as is Buffalo Trace Bourbon, and the Blantons that we had last week, also produced by Buffalo Trace. It's like how Chevy has different models of cars and trucks. Buffalo Trace has different models of whiskeys. So I'm gonna give us a little pour, and we'll kind of walk through this. This is definitely a whiskey you want to drink neat. Like, I mean, you can make a cocktail, you can make an old fashioned or something with it, but Colonel Taylor will judge you. And if you put Coke in it, he's going to call a lawyer. So when you smell it, you get like, you get some sweetness and then a little bit of vanilla and oak. And importantly, you don't get any burning tire smell, which historically was not guaranteed until Colonel E.H. Taylor came along. It's good. I mean, it's got not really a bite to it. It's kind of like it's sophisticated. Like it owns suspenders, probably. So compared to last week, we had a couple of weeks ago we had Blanton's, and Blanton's is flashy. It's like it's all single barrels and a little horsey topper on the cork. People lose their minds over it. And E.H. Taylor's like, "I don't need a horse. I wrote the law." It's good. It's a great whiskey. They retail for like $40-$50. If you pay more than that, then congratulations, you are emotionally invested.
Oh boy.
But honestly, it's a good at a higher price. It's still it's a good solid whiskey. I've I would hesitate to guess at how many bottles of this I've purchased and drank. You can't find it everywhere, but like every once in a while you go into Bevmo and they'll have 2 or 3 of them. And if they do, you should buy 2 or 3 of them. Like just do it. It's worth it. It's not like a hype bottle. It's really just a really good solid whiskey. It's kind of the bourbon where you sip it and you go, yeah, I get why this guy was mad compared to what was out there at the time.
Steve, can I ask, like you said, you've had this many times before, but do you remember what was your introduction to it? Was it like a referral, or did you just see it on the shelf? What is significant to you?
It's a great question. So I would often go into Bevmo and I would ask if they had any allocated bottles. This is typically considered an allocated bottle, which means they don't stock it on the shelves. They kind of keep it behind the cash register because they only get, instead of getting a shipment of 6 cases of it, they might get 3 bottles of it. And I was looking for Blanton's when I went and asked that, and the guy was like, I got this Colonel Taylor. And so I thought, what the hell? I'll give it a try. And I said, is it any good? And the guy looked at me and he goes, he wrote the fucking law.
Oh, man.
I was like, whoa, then
There you
it's
go.
obviously it's got to be good, right? So anyway, once again, our whiskey tonight and the whiskey several minutes was Colonel E.H. Taylor small batch. Again, not a cheap bottle, but it's cheaper than therapy. Thank you.
Well done, Steve.
Well done, Steve.
Very nice.
That's going to be the new quote of this segment.
I guarantee it will be.
Very nicely done there, Steve.
Thank you.
We all learned something there.
But James, before we move on, I would like to mention I want to wish a very, very happy birthday to our lovely daughter Lexi, your sister. Thursday, she will be 17 years old. I know we don't look old enough for our baby to be 17 or our 2 older children to be in their 20s, but we are. So anyways, happy birthday, Lexi. I know
Brian,
she's
you know what
probably
we should
watching
do?
right. Tell me.
Oh, drink.
We should drink a toast to Lexi's birthday.
That would be our
You
good
only-
word, but we're only halfway through the show.
Yeah, what do you mean?
What time is it?
Oh, let's go for 5. Come on.
Okay.
Oh,
You know what?
geez.
Let's just keep toasting. Fuck it. He's still the Jim along.
I mean, were we going to
Probably
break in
true.
the middle of the Facebook marketplace? No, I don't think
Probably
Dad had
true
this. I don't think Dad had this. By the way, at some point, I will review Jack Daniels, and I'll also review the master distiller that taught Jack Daniels how to distill.
Charlie
Wow.
Daniels.
No, that would have been good, though. No, Uncle Nearest. Anyway, we'll deal with that later.
Steve, is
Hey.
this segment going to be weekly or bi-weekly?
I could do it weekly. Let's decide that. I'm up in the air.
Or
But
it could be a week by week. You decide what you
Yeah,
want
we
to
can
do.
fill in.
I would say
we
it
can
will
fill
be-
in if you don't want to do it one week. We can do something else.
okay, I would say it can be at least
Yeah.
bi-weekly, and I do think weekly would probably work, especially if we're doing it late in the show.
Okay, it's up to you.
All right.
Very good.
So are we taking another shot or no
Oh,
for Lexi's birthday?
Okay.
yeah.
Hey, does anybody
I don't
else
wanna take
is
a
anybody
shot.
else reporting for jury duty tomorrow morning at 8 o'clock?
I got work.
Y'all are in the clear? Okay.
I think we need to take a shot for Lexi's birthday. 17 is a big.
There we are. Trev, you got
it's-
yours
it's a
ready?
monumental day.
Yep, I'm ready.
Well, happy birthday,
Happy
Lexi.
birthday, Lexi.
Happy birthday, Lex.
Happy birthday, Lexi.
Thanks.
Shit, I forgot I poured
This is
more than a
elite.
shot.
Oh, Steve, you just drank a whole glass.
No,
You're
I,
telling me.
I stopped myself midway, but I forgot that was definitely more than a shot in there.
Mhm.
Anyway, we're all good.
Okay. Well, are we ready to move on?
I've been paying attention a lot this time.
Hey, I
You
will
be
note. I will note.
You
You know,
know.
we had Kevin on our show last week, and he talked through the whole show.
Oh yeah, it was awesome.
No shit. What happened there?
Like he was paying attention?
Yeah.
He was involved.
Yeah.
Is that real? Wow.
Hey, Jeannie, I'll get him tuned up for you tomorrow. Don't worry. I'll get you
Um,
out of it.
real quick before we move on the topic of their show last week, John, your punishment idea of them having to wear a helmet for the entire episode,
Uh-huh.
That was great.
fantastic. I would like to formally ask you on here for your permission to add it to our punishment wheel.
Go for it.
Funny.
Okay,
Yeah,
thank
you came up with that one on the spot too, John. That was
Hey,
good.
could it be a hard hat instead of a helmet?
Yes, it could.
Okay, thank you. He's
So,
literally adding it right now.
Yes,
Yeah.
he is.
in the process.
Oh,
I'm
I
trying to
like
decide
that
what we
idea.
need to take off.
It's in real time.
Let me just give a rundown to everybody of what we have on here right now. We have
Okay.
2 respins on the ones you can't read because everyone complains that they're not anything. And the rest we have remove from rest of show, -1 point, take 2 shots. I wrote it in Sharpie, so I had to just cross out the 4. I don't know if you could see that, but
James, I would like to place a formal objection.
yes.
Well, I don't think you should do that.
Okay. Crossing out the 2, we're back to 4.
Democracy in action, people.
Yeah.
He made your
Who says I make up rules here? Sincerely thank our guests for 1 minute. That one's definitely staying. Again, there's our respin. Pay everyone $5. I like that one. Spoonful of hot sauce. Freeze for
It's a
rest of
classic.
episode. Second place must spin. Respin. And then we're back to remove from rest of show.
I mean,
think-
honestly, I would take out a respin, and we're just going to have to trust you that
yeah.
the one that
Well,
is blank,
you
you're
know-
going to tell us.
I would do that, but I think we need some new flavor. So I'm going to take off remove from rest of show for now.
Okay.
We could add it back
That's
later.
reasonable.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
Fair
good.
enough.
We've
I
gotten
not a
appreciate
fun
you
one.
not taking freeze, because freeze kind of gets fun sometimes, except for
Yeah.
like not always.
And if anyone in the comments has any suggestions for punishments, I would love to hear them out because I haven't changed much on here. So this
You know,
yellow
if you wanna
square
get
is
those-
going to be wear a
Go
helmet.
ahead. Sorry.
Sorry.
If you wanted to like put a piece of white tape on those black ones, you get 2 more spots.
Good idea.
Kevin, that's a good
Well,
idea.
I'm going to need 2 more punishments.
Oh,
Yeah.
the people will come up with
next
it.
time.
Don't worry.
For now, we're good.
Yeah.
Yes, I would. Yes,
Yeah,
I
John Boy,
would.
you've been frozen for a long time.
Yeah, he's got
Well
that one
said,
locked
Jimmy.
in.
Need a new camera.
Yeah.
I thought
Is he
we
frozen
had
again?
lost you completely, and then when you started talking, I was like, "Where the fuck did John come from?"
Move your
Yeah,
head,
that's what
John.
happened on your show too. You were talking, and I was like, "This is very confusing." Trying to look at you, and
He's frozen.
he's
Oh,
still
yeah.
there though.
I'm still here.
Okay. Well, in the interest of time, we're already at an hour and Dad has jury duty in the morning, so we'll try and move quickly. We have 4 episodes.
He's gonna be
or
hungover.
4 listings for this episode. And
After
Oh,
rap.
God.
Oh, damn!
there's Dad with Mom's dog, Mabel. And our first listing that we were looking at tonight is this Chevy Pro Mod. Can you guys see the screen? Doesn't look like it's updated.
So far, we see.
Oh,
yeah, there we go.
There you go.
Yeah. That's strange. Anyways,
There
this is a 69 Chevy Pro Mod 4-wheel drive. It's got a fiberglass tilt body, a 638 cubic inch motor, 16 passes since it was fresh. And on the refresh, they did rods, pistons, valves, springs, retainers, and rocker arms. It has TFS fuel injection, a Crower Glide 3-disc clutch, Profab reverser and transfer case, narrowed front end, chromoly chassis, 4-link in the front. This truck is a
She's got
2-time Outlaw Points champion and has been to Louisville once.
Oh
It
no!
lays down and hooks really good.
James probably didn't see that, but Dad just took a shot from Mabel.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh,
wow.
no kidding.
Yeah.
Well, because
I totally
how
missed
could I
it.
say no? I
No,
mean,
you,
well,
did
it is
the, you
Bree.
did the right.
Yeah.
You did the right thing, Brian.
Yeah.
Well,
thanks, Bree.
catch up to you, I'm sure, Dad. This is a pretty cool looking truck. I think it's been pulling for a while based on some of the videos that were in the listing. But this is all the information I have for you. Kev, you are going to start this episode off
Oh no.
What
Well,
do
he
you think?
never
You
has
have
single
a
parts.
72. What do you think the 69 was listed for?
Well, well, well. I have no idea. I'm gonna say lays down and hooks real good.
It's a 2-time Outlaw points champ.
Yeah, that's pretty good. I'm gonna say, gosh, like 100,000.
100,000.
Is
Wow.
that too high?
Damn
Well,
it,
we'll
that's
find out.
really, really good.
Jeff?
Hold on, I need Courtney's cell phone because she's got to start writing some of my material.
That's a good one. Oh, she came up with that. Good.
Very good, Courtney. Trev?
I'm thinking a little more. I'm gonna say 135.
135,000?
Yeah.
Dad?
He said 100, I think, didn't he?
Yeah, 135.
Good whispering,
Yeah,
Brian.
I was
said
answering
100,000.
Brian's whisper question.
I said
One-
100.
Thank you, Uncle Steve. $120,000.
120. Steve?
I mean, you know what I want to bet.
I don't.
Yeah, go for it. Do it.
69,000?
Yeah, but I'm not gonna
Okay.
because I think it's more. By the way, it said the front end was narrowed.
Narrowed front end and rear end. Yeah.
Well, the rear end certainly was, but I don't think the front end was. I think this guy's lying to us.
Could be. Yes.
I am going to take Brian plus $1.
Okay.
That's the most bullshit thing been done all night, Steve.
Well, it's just because I couldn't
So
remember
far.
the number you said.
Now, this
We'll
is a
go to
little
John.
sus. John Bohr's frozen. He could be
Mr. Bohr.
Googling away, this guy. I don't know.
Well, I am going to take Kevin's old role here. Steven was about ready to go.
I was, and John Spielman said the same thing. God damn it, I messed
I'm
up.
going
going to
69,000.
Okay.
Or
You probably
I
got
respect
it.
that.
Damn it.
I respect it and I appreciate it. That was a good
And
guess.
we will go to Mom.
I'm gonna say 85,000.
85,000.
It's a respectable guess, too.
It is.
Now, I
Dang
have
it.
to say, all of your guesses are very good, but this truck is an absolute steal. It was listed approximately 4 hours ago, and it is
No
listed
way.
for $50,000.
Oh,
Whoa.
Jesus Christ. Congratulations, Jay, on the points.
Which
Wow.
means everybody is over. The closest was John with 69,000, but correct answer was below that. So
Wow.
I am going to get my first point in many episodes because
Yeah.
everybody was
Wow.
too high. Dad, was anybody close in the comments there?
No,
No.
No.
He's not
Oh.
paying attention.
the lowest number was Spielman at 69,000.
Which,
Okay.
I mean, I felt like was a good guess.
Well, it was.
Who'd have thought?
I think
50,000.
I think
What a
somebody
deal.
should go scoop this thing up. 2-time Outlaw points champ. It is ready to go. Anyways,
Wow.
we will move on.
I wonder if the husband knows that the wife's.
That's what I was thinking. Like,
That's
who
a good
stole this
question.
sumbitch and is trying to sell
Certainly
it
a good
now?
question.
I think
Candy
Candy
just
wants to
found
buy
it.
it.
Candy, it was listed
it's
4 hours
sold.
ago. I doubt it. But I think it's tractor pull parts for sale and wanted that it's listed. in.
Oh,
I'm happy to send the link out. Yeah.
Well,
Well,
50 grand for that. I bet it is sold by now.
Yeah.
I hope somebody out here does buy it and we can see it in person. Anyways, we'll move on here. Next listing that we're looking at is this sweet, wait for it to come up, 4x4 74 Chevy Nova. I'm going to just read this one and try and do my best impression of the guy who owns it.
Yep.
1974 Chevy Nova 4x4. I will try and list everything. Newer 450 full Chevy roller rockers, gear drive, 1-ton axles, a lot of new stuff. Brand new Toyos, 42-inch tires and rims, new teens, which I think he means trans, new transfer case, new starter, has a clean pink slip in my name. I think it's still taged. We just put new bushings in a sway bar. It was kind of loose around 45 miles an hour. There's way too much to list. You'd have to go and see it. It's It's on my trailer at this time. I'm going to pull it off this weekend and put fresh gas in it, check the fluids, and it has 2 batteries, a crazy stereo in it, just pretty fair inside roll bar. This is my favorite part right here. Everyone that has looked at it says it was done right. The body sits on a Windsor frame, does winch. I am not young. It's pretty dang tall. I'm in no rush to sell. I'm going to be driving it when it warms up. There is a good lot more. I forgot body is in good shape. Glass is all
like
good.
in the middle. I forgot to tell you.
This is definitely a voice to text type of deal.
Yeah, for sure.
There's like very few periods.
There's a lot of spelling mistakes.
There's 0.
I don't know.
Yeah, it can't be voice to text because it wouldn't
That
be
seemed to
TG.
work good. Come look. I bought the car with bad motor, put in different newer 454 with gear drive and roller rockers, all new gaskets, aluminum intake, new carburetor, paid $3,800 for tires and rims, probably $1,500 in stereo added, second battery, all kinds of other stuff. It's not a show thing, but everyone likes it. So cash talks, but I like different cars or trucks. Something I cannot jump 3 feet to get in. Let me know like. I said I am in no rush to sell this, but I am open. So yeah, take that as you will.
It says, let me know. Like I said. That's fun.
Yeah. So
But I love that the dude's like, I'm too old to get in and out of this thing. I'm going to be driving it as soon as it warms up.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, probably with a stepladder. I'm going to assume it's the gentleman here on the left that's selling it. I don't know that, but I'm just kind of judging by
Honestly,
the way it's written.
The other guy doesn't look like he's young either. Like,
No,
it could be
exactly.
the one.
I just
Anyways.
want to know, did Lonnie list the lawnmower with this thing?
I was just
That's
thinking that.
John. That is the
this-
best question of the night.
This
I
does
think-
have Lonnie written on it.
Frankly, I think this is too nice for Lonnie's standards.
Wait, does it have brakes?
Probably. Doesn't.
Oh.
Ah,
It
it's
ain't-
not Lonnie then.
It's not Lonnie.
Anyways, Trev, you are going to be first here. What do you think the 4x4 Nova was listed for?
I have no idea. Give me 20 grand.
20 grand. Dad?
Did he say 20?
Yes.
20.
25.
25. Steve?
I think it's a little lower.
Is this
I don't
something the Colonel would have driven, Steve?
The Colonel writes laws about things like this.
Okay. Yeah.
He would write this into law.
For sure.
I think I'm at 15,000.
15.
And I think it's actually a pretty good deal at 15, honestly. But I think that's what the guy wants.
John?
I'm thinking 10.5 and a case of Pabst Blue Ribbon beer.
Okay.
I mean, that's pretty fair.
That's a good, yeah.
Oh boy.
10.5
Is it-
plus PBR. Mom, 2 questions for you. 1, how much do you think it's listed for? 2, can I buy it?
How much money you have to buy it? So it's up to you.
Probably plenty.
I'm gonna say 12.5.
12.5. For that price, I might. Kev?
Boy, oh boy, those prices are all over. I gotta go $1. I'm the last one, right?
$1.
Wow.
There you go.
I gotta
Playing the
try to
game.
get low.
Kev, it didn't work out for you this time.
Shoot.
The correct answer was 20 grand. Trev, you
wow.
nailed it.
Wow.
Damn it.
Trev knows a 4x4 Nova when he sees one.
Yeah.
All right.
And there it is. Second closest was Mom with a guess of 12.5.
I don't think so.
He is going to get 1 point. Which,
Hey, James, we all love your
yes.
mother. We all love your mother, but I also think we should be fair
Ooh.
about what the.
Steve had 15. I
Oh.
apologize, Steve.
It's okay.
Mhm.
And
I mean, a bit of a
The
mistake.
good thing
too,
is
no?
that you now have 1 point. No, you have 0 points.
what?
I think you lost your point,
No,
buddy.
no, he gets to spin the wheel.
No, he loses a.
Yeah.
Oh shit! He loses the
Yes.
wheel.
Yeah.
Yes.
I thought he lost a point.
Right.
I'm sorry.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, he made a
Okay, well, I have to
mistake.
spin the wheel later. My bad. But Steve, yes, you had a guess of 15,000, which does put you on the board. I have to say, now that I'm thinking about this, because if I get points, it doesn't really do anything for me. I think I'm gonna Courtney, please, our official
She's the
rules
person that
director.
watches.
She's the watchdog.
Okay, well, Courtney, this is totally up to you. I would like to put a new rule, an unwritten rule, on the board here, and just this is completely up to you, Courtney. I think it's fair if I get a point. So if they all fail to get a point and it goes to me, then that should be like a buffer if I make a mistake. So that 1 point counts for one mistake in this episode only.
Just to be
That's not
clear,
a bad
he's
idea.
talking about something that would start next week, Courtney, because obviously he's
No,
spinning.
no, that's not how things work around here, Steve. We move fast.
Let's see what
Obviously,
Courtney
we
says.
changed the wheel on the fly.
So it's completely up to Courtney. I understand how you could see it the other way.
It's a good question. Like, it's
I
not
think
unfair.
I think it's a fair proposal.
And it gives you a chance to come back, even if it went the other
We'll wait
direction.
for Courtney's response. Take your time,
Yeah.
Courtney, out till the end of the episode. But I would appreciate some fair judgment there. So tentatively, I will spin the wheel, but I still have 1 point. And Trev, you are in the lead, obviously, with 3 points. Steve, you're on the board with 1. Kev, Brian, John, you're not on the board yet. But there's still 2 listings left. Next up is
James, I have a question before you go to the next one.
I already went, but go ahead.
If your mom loses, does she have to spin the wheel?
No, Steve.
Okay. That's what I thought. I just want to make sure.
Yeah.
All right.
Like it.
There you go.
Boom. Okay.
You're in, bro.
Well,
you are
she
in.
has spoken.
The official ref has declared. So I'm going to lose my point here for sure, but
Hey,
I do not.
What I
have
would
to spin the
suggest
wheel.
is do not make another mistake.
They're not making
Yeah,
more
well, I don't know.
mistakes.
I hope I changed the title correctly on the next one. Anyways, this is in fact a 2013 custom trike. It's a one-of-a-kind V8 trike with a 302 Ford V8 paired with an automatic transmission and a Ford 9-inch with 273 gears. Strong, smooth, and built right. Custom-built frame and Springer front end by Leon Daly and Jerry Beckham. Leon Daly built trike frames for Ed Big Daddy Roth in the 60s and 70s.
That's something.
And it is true old school craftsmanship with proven road manners. And he did mention that this missile here attached to the handlebars is not included in the sale, which I do think has a considerable impact on the valuation here. Steve, Dad, you are up first.
I would like to have 12,500, please, James.
12.5.
That's what I was going to go with.
Yeah,
Steve?
I feel like that's a really good bet. I will come in at 11,000.
11. John?
I'll give your dad 1,000 break. I'll go 13.5.
13.5.
I'm gonna say 10. Did anybody say 10,000?
Nope.
Okay, I'll do 10.
10,000.
Kev? Boar's at 13.5.
Correct.
And then 10's lowest.
Correct.
I'm too early to go $1. I got to go 13. 13. Oh, shit. I don't know.
I mean, you kind of locked yourself in at 13, but
13.8.
13.
No, 14. 14,000. I'll give
14,000.
I'll give John 500 cushion.
Trev?
I think it's somewhere in there, but I'm gonna go $1 just in case it's not.
$1.
That's a bold move. Good
Well,
job.
you certainly
well, he's
played the game.
trying just in case Jay made an error on the fourth slide. He's trying to make sure Jay can spin.
Right. Yeah, that too.
Yeah,
Negative
for sure.
point, Jay.
Well, anyways, Kevin and
Come on.
Courtney, you did very good here. It was 14,000.
You're kidding me.
And
I was going to say 13.8.
out of the kindness of your heart, you gave John an extra $200. And
Yeah.
you
That's
Karma
nice.
rewarded you
Wow.
with 3 points. So
That
Kev, the
is
closest guess
impressive.
there, is going to get 3 points. John, though, you still are going to get a point for being the second closest. So Kev did help you out there.
Well, I think John helped me out there. That was good.
Yeah.
Go
Well,
over
you
above.
helped each other, I suppose.
Yeah.
This does
that's nice.
put us in an
Teamwork.
interesting but familiar position where Kevin and Trev, you are tied for first with 3 points apiece. Second is a two-way tie between Steve and John. And not on the board yet is my parents, mom and dad. But there's still one listing left. So there's still
I think
hope.
Brian should take a shot for that. To toast himself.
Yeah.
One
That's up to
more,
him, I suppose. But I do think this is something that's right up their alley. This.
Oh my God,
last
Brian's taking a shot.
Oh,
Yes. Of course he is.
Hey, James.
Good job.
Yes,
Hey, James,
John.
You should have donated your point to your mother because I can guarantee you're not going to make your mother spin that wheel.
No, she's not spinning it regardless, John. Don't worry about it.
She's not.
You have negative 500 points, and she's not spinning the wheel.
Guests are exempt, John, including yourself, unless
Yeah.
you wanted to spin, but you're already on the board. So
You are
I
on
think
the
he
board.
feels like he
Seems
could
unlikely
spin.
at this point.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Does Trevor have any points?
He has 3.
Gosh,
He got
You
pretty
nailed that
lucky.
20,000. Good job.
Yeah. Well,
That's
Dad,
right. That's what
I
I
think
think.
this is right up your alley. This is a 2004 Nissan Armaditan, I'm calling it, because this is a Nissan Armada. And,
No, you said it right.
merged with an with a Titan, so therefore it is an Armaditan.
No way.
It has 163,000 miles, starts up perfect, needs some trans work as it has been sitting for a while. Clearly, it has lots of fabrication work done to it and plenty of love invested. It has brand new upholstery done, as you can see by this beautiful interior. No trades, which is very surprising to me that this gentleman doesn't want any trades for this.
You should have rolled the dice and went for a trade.
This is not AI. This is a real thing that somebody decided was a good idea. I don't know if both of the rear axles drive. I assume they don't.
There's no way.
But I really don't know. It's not my place to say. Steve, you are going to be up first, and you are already on the board. But there's potential for you to still spin if Dad can clinch out 2 points here.
I mean, the guy says it has a lot of fabrication work done to it.
It also has a hood scoop here.
But there's also,
that's nice.
I feel like there's a fair amount of work left to do.
Yeah.
Well, I think most of the remaining work is just cosmetic.
It's like body work, I suppose. But I wish they had shown a picture of the transition from the back of the Armada into the truck bed.
I'm curious what that looks like. Yeah.
Yes.
I have
not
a
sure
feeling
why they did this.
Well, okay, that's a fair point. But I have a feeling that the transition is not done. Like I think there's just a gap between the back of the tailgate or whatever from the Armada. Anyway.
Yeah, it's certainly possible. Well, I will say the inside there. I think there was a picture of the 2 back seats. So I think it's a full Armada all the way up.
And then
to
they
here.
just slapped this thing on the back, and they were like,
boom.
"We don't need to weld the front of the bed to this." Yeah,
Hey,
I think
why do you
you're right.
think this is right up my alley, James? Like, I haven't seen a freaking thing about this that says Dad.
It was kind of a transition deal.
He needed a segue.
Flow going.
Okay, I feel better about it then.
You would look cool in there, though.
I think you would look awesome in here. Yeah.
No shit. I mean,
the thing is, this isn't
That's
really
obvious.
worth very much, but the dude had an Armada and then did a lot of work, so he's going to think it's
Just
worth
obviously
a lot.
got rear-ended, and then he had
You know what?
like a Titan that got the whole front end ripped off.
Well, you know what? You know what might have happened is the Titan might have rear-ended the Armada.
Really hard, and then it just started this.
That would be pretty funny. I have to
He's
say,
like, I have a solution.
I was impressed that they actually got matching wheels and tires for it. Like,
yeah, no, that's actually a solid
It
selling
probably
point.
wasn't just laying around. They actually invested a little
Justin
bit of money.
is so funny. Justin is like just a funny joker.
That's pretty
He's a
funny.
It does kind of look like if your Cybertruck had 2 more wheels on it, it would look just like this.
Yeah, if you squint, you could definitely see that.
I see it.
Oh Christ, I got to come up with a number here.
Yes.
I mean, I wish I had less miles because I would obviously just do $100 a mile, but I won't because that's too much. I'm at I don't know, $10,000.
10,000. Okay, John.
I'm gonna go $1,000 per wheel.
Nice.
$1,000 per
See,
wheel.
that's the kind of logic that I love, John. Thank you.
Yeah, he thought of that.
I picked
really
that up
good.
off of Steve.
Yeah, it's,
Oh.
I mean, it's solid.
Hang on here.
Don't go too far. Don't show
Off
them the
the screen.
price.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we need to see that beautiful machine again.
Okay, we're back. And we will go to Mom. Mom, you're not on the board yet. I'm a little disappointed.
Sorry. I'm gonna go $500.
$500.
Good,
Wow.
good
I
guess.
might get a free point.
Kev.
There's some of these projects that I say, like, I know where they were going with this. I don't see it on this one.
Yeah, I agree with you.
I don't know what the hell he was thinking. So where we got 500, we got 6,000, and something else.
If you guess the third one, I'll give you a quarter of a point.
Okay, hang on. It was 6,000. Who went first?
I can't tell you that.
Shit. Steve said 10,000.
Well done, Kev.
Nicely done.
I get a quarter point
for Kev.
Dude, look at
which
me
actually
paying
puts him in the
attention
lead
so hard.
At 3.25. Kev, your guess, please.
Okay, and also I'm playing against Trevor, and he said 10,000. I got to beat him. Safest bet is 10,001. 10,001.
Well, Trev hasn't guessed yet.
Yeah.
Wait, who guessed? Oh, Steve did. Shit.
Wait,
Okay,
I'm
now
gonna
I have
lock
to
you
think.
in.
Yeah.
Kev, I'm
Oh
gonna
no,
lock
I have
you in
to
at
think of what
10,001.
Trevor would
That's it.
say.
Kev, I gave you some grace on the quarter point, which actually could make a difference because there's a second
Oh,
place
yeah.
must spin on the wheel.
Okay.
So I'm
All
gonna
right,
lock
let's
you in
go.
at 10,001. Trev
Okay,
will
now
go to
I'm
you.
just interested in what Trevor says.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go 6,900. I feel like that's
Good
appropriate
guess.
for this one.
6,900.
Yep.
That's right, Candy.
Yeah.
I do pay attention.
That's a good guess. Dad, we will go to you. This is very important. The game is on the line. The spin is on the line. You have 0 points currently. I'm going to just, as a courtesy, give you the whole rundown here. From the bottom, we have $500, $6,000, $6,900, $10,000, and $10,001. It's completely, the ball is in your court here. Up to you.
See, the problem is, it's not what this thing's worth. It's what that creator thinks it's worth.
You're
That's right.
absolutely right.
True.
Give Brian whiskey. He turns into Brian or turns into Kevin.
Yeah. Say some more stuff about it. That's what I do.
$1,000.
Whoa.
$1,000.
Oh, you
Whoa.
just burned Kristi a little.
Wow,
Maybe.
you did. You certainly did. And unfortunately, Dad, that is not going to help you because the correct answer was $9,500.
Oh, you're
Oh
kidding
my
me.
God.
Oh,
Dang.
Yeah,
That
which
is frustrating.
is very frustrating for you, Dad. The
Not really.
closest,
I mean,
without going
I
over
don't
here,
really give a shit.
what's that?
It's not frustrating to me at all.
Oh, okay.
Because of the 6 shots
he's
of
like
whiskey that
7
he's had.
shots deep, so he doesn't care about it.
He doesn't care anymore.
That is true.
He should take
Well-
one more just for fun. Just for fun.
Trev, you were the closest without going over with 6,900. You're gonna get 2
You're
points.
kidding.
I'm not kidding,
That's what
Kev.
I'm talking about.
Winner,
The
chicken
second
dinner.
closest was our other guest, John Bower, with 6,000 even. This brings us to a final score. Trev, you won the episode. And, you know, I don't know if you
Congratulations.
cheated or not, but this one I assume you didn't. And you are going to win the episode with 5 points. Kev, second place with 3.25 points.
Thank
Good
you.
effort there. John, our guest, third place, 2 points. Steve, you made it on the board, which is all that matters, with 1 point. Dad,
Also,
you
I
did
was
not make it on the
pretty
board.
close on this one. Let's be honest.
Oh God, if he gets to take
You
4
were
shots,
the closest here.
jury
for
duty's
sure.
not happening tomorrow, dude.
Yeah,
No, the 4 shots is next episode.
Yeah.
it is next episode. Yeah.
Oh, okay,
So
good for
I'll
him.
go ahead and take this down and just slide over here our punishment wheel. I don't know how well you guys can read this, but
Mhm.
Dad, you've been here plenty times before. Here you go. And it is pay everyone else $5 each.
Yeah.
By far the most lucrative, probably my favorite of all the punishments.
Yeah, that's a
I have
good
to
That's
say.
the one where you win.
It's $5.
It is-
We take Apple Pay.
It's the only one where everybody else actually wins something from coming on here.
That's
Well,
solid.
I guess that's going to cost him $30 tonight. It's a big night.
It-
Sorry, Bri.
It is going to be $30. Yeah, it's kind of depends on if Mom is going to charge him or not. But anyways,
Well, if Brian's got to do jury duty tomorrow, he takes 2 more shots, walks into the courtroom, says, "Hang him." He'll get right out in about 5 minutes.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think
they
he's
can
going to
get
get.
point.
I think he's getting out of
Yeah.
this. I'm waiting for the update for tomorrow. This is going to be good.
I don't need any more shots to say that the dude's guilty. Okay, I don't give a shit. Guy's
Brian's
guilty.
philosophy is they wouldn't have arrested him if he wasn't guilty.
That's right. And I'm hoping I know the judge well enough to be like, "Hey, what's up, man? Really, I shouldn't be here. I gotta go."
well, we'll
Yeah,
see
you
how
gotta
that
get-
works out for you.
You got to get to know
Hopefully
the
the-
attorneys and just give them a hug when you walk in. The other attorney's going to boot you instantly.
Yeah.
Even if I don't know the attorney, I'm gonna pick one and hug him.
You'll be kicked out there too. Yes, there's always
Yeah,
to get out of jury duty.
Yeah. Also, be careful of contempt of court. Like
How
you don't want
kids.
that.
No. Fuck it. I'm just gonna say they're guilty. And then I'll get out of it.
All right, this is good.
It's good to know.
Fair enough.
This is public record, so that's good.
No, it's not like it's on the internet.
No, yeah, nobody.
Anyway, so
well,
I owe you guys $5. Easy peasy.
Correct. Yes.
James, good job again. Great show. Great episode. I wish you would pick shit that I knew the price to, but we'll work on that.
You
Okay.
didn't
Here,
like
he gave you the
Armadillo?
Armaditan.
the Armaditan was
I'm
pretty
gonna see
sweet.
if I could just tiptoe right on that line there, Courtney. And also,
Yeah.
Courtney, thank you for being our official referee.
Yeah, if it wasn't official, it's official now. Courtney's definitely
Yeah.
the referee.
I do remember a time though when
Rules.
James used to have ill feelings towards Courtney because she kind of tried to call him
They
out
had-
on
Well,
stuff. And
she
now
was
all of a
They had
unfair
sudden-
beef.
before.
They had legit
Now she's-
beef.
She's gotten the gist of how things work on here. I think the first time she was a little taken aback at how smooth we operate here. But now she's kind of gotten in the rhythm of it. She understands integrity is of the most importance here.
One more shot for James. Come on. Come on, Jake.
No.
It's getting-
All I know is listening to James in that speech, he could have been up at the Capitol today whenever I was up there.
Yeah,
I
he's
don't
a
think I
politician.
appreciate that, John, but thanks for saying it.
We're gonna close out with another shot, boys.
Oh, sure. Hold on.
You guys aren't ready?
No,
That's
I
good
didn't
to
know
know.
that this was coming. Give me a second. Jesus.
Kevin, it's for the show, okay?
No, I'm in. I'm good.
Might need to extend the show if it's going to keep going like this.
Zebra hunting season.
Nice.
John does have a poker face. He's
Yeah, he
gotten
has a-
real good at that.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I think first of all, thank you everyone for tuning in. This is probably, aside from Lonnie, this is the longest episode we've ever had.
Kristi and Lonnie,
thank
our
you
two best guests.
Yep.
Ooh, full glass this time.
This
Oh,
is super tall
shit.
glass.
Boy.
Jason's calling you out.
Super tall glass.
Attaboy,
that's half
Jason.
full.
That is a
The Cushionberries
Yeah,
like to keep things honest.
It's a
I like
double.
that.
I don't just single.
I
James, I'm proud of
have
you though.
been-
That rascal's full. Brian, we have never been able to see how full yours is though.
Yeah, see, Brian's like, oh, I have a shield on mine.
Ooh.
no,
Hey guys,
There's nothing in
all the
there.
way to the top. So I'll be the judge. So
I think she's going to lie for me at this point, but I'm
It's like, it's
toasting
plenty
Kristi and
full.
I's trip to Alaska a few years ago. But thank you all for tuning in. Kristi, thank you for the Pull Tracker app. This is going to change the game.
Yep.
Everyone is going to pull better because of the Pull Tracker. I promise you that.
Right.
Sleds are still going to rear in people when they want
That's
to.
great.
It's just
It
going to be
happens.
part of the game.
What are you gonna do? It happens. Like
Steve, it's our time.
John knows, right?
John knows what's up. All the West Coast pullers in the round of 20 for the Pullers Championship. Best of luck to you. Fan voting is on live now, thepullerschampionship.com. Let's
Please vote
get
for
some
the
West
winner.
Coast representation out there. John, thank you for joining us tonight. Thank you for what you're doing to trying to get pullers into the Pullers Championship.
Yep.
Boys, Uncle Steve, Kev, thank you guys for being here. Thank you everyone for tuning in. I think we'll have a little cheers and we'll sign out with that. So have a good one, everyone. Thank
Cheers. And happy birthday, Lexi.
you. Mm-hmm.
All right.
Hey.